This week we're going to highlight the latest crop condition ratings and progress here for corn in the U.S. We're going to turn our attention to weather as harvest gets underway. We're going to shift gears to the wrapping up of harvest in Brazil, come back to the U.S. and look at a very aggressive export sales pace, and wrap things up with a long-term review of December corn futures. Hi, this is Brian Bastine with Advanced Trading. Let's talk about the corn market. We've moved into the month of September here, and of course that means it's time for corn harvest. Let's take a look at the latest crop ratings from USDA. Now we're looking here at deterioration in the crop ratings this week from 71% good to excellent to 69%. Notice that's still above last year's 65%. Deterioration was noted across Illinois, Nebraska, Minnesota, and South Dakota. Let's take a look at our aggregate crop condition index. Notice that crop condition index also tailed off this week. Still though, it's the second highest level of the last 10 years, trailing only 2016 for this time of year. Let's take a look at crop progress here. We're looking at corn dented. On average, U.S. corn dented increases approximately 26% between August 31st and September 14th. So by the middle of September, we should be looking at a lot of this corn really looking towards maturity and getting ready to be harvested. Of course, anytime you're talking about harvest, you want to talk about the weather. Let's take a look at the short-term trends. Our slides this week, as usual, are courtesy of T-Storm Weather. We're starting out here looking at a very cool, a sharply cooler than normal weather pattern all across that light blue area here. It's going to be very cool into this weekend and early next week. How cool? Highs in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, and lows in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. Now, we're looking at crop impact. The U.S. corn production is in the background of this slide here. Really, the coldest temperatures are going to be seen up in inside that light blue area there. Not much corn production up there. And inside the purple area, if you will, we're looking at lows 35 degrees. So now the forecast can change, but at the moment, it looks like most of this crop is going to be safe from frost. Now we're looking at a pattern change moving into next week. Much warmer. Sunday through Tuesday. The warming pattern will go west to east here, and we're looking at highs returning to the 70s and 80s and lows to the 50s and 60s. Let's take a look at precip totals now over the next 2 weeks. Now we focused on temperature there. What about precip? You can see across most of the Midwest we're going to be seeing normal precip or actually slightly dry all the way into mid-September. So if the corn is ready, it looks like we're going to have a pretty good opportunity to get early harvest started. Let's shift gears now to Brazil. Let's take a look at harvest progress in Brazil. Now Brazil is winding down harvest progress as we speak here, 97% done. Here's the key message. As harvest wraps up, so are corn exports from Brazil. They're preparing to ramp up. Brazil's export lineup increased 24 million bushels last week to 285 million bushels. Notice that's up 61 million bushels or 27% compared to last year. Let's take a look at the export picture here in the U.S. Now this slide looks at unshipped sales of U.S. corn. Despite that ongoing or soon-to-be increase in Brazilian exports, we're seeing a lot of interest in U.S. corn. Notice it's the second highest level of unshipped U.S. corn export sales of the last 25 years. So right now we're looking for a very strong export program during that September, October, November quarter, probably the second or third highest of that last 25 years. Let's wrap things up this week looking at trends in December corn. December corn, as we tape here on Wednesday, is trading about $4.20 a bushel. Notice now, even between now and October, 4 to 6 weeks away, still potential for price volatility, both to the upside and to the downside. That's why we strongly encourage you to continue to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to manage price movement and avoid price prediction. Now, if you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us at 800-664-2321. We'll put you in contact with one of our risk management consultants who'll be happy to visit with you at your convenience. And remember, we upload every Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and never miss an update. Thanks a lot. Have a good week.